Hello and welcome back to my craft room. It's time for another bit of my new Reckless journal. I just made a quick start on this the other day just to break it in, and I'm really looking forward to getting stuck into this and create this book, which I'll do them alongside each other. I will put all of these in playlists so that if you've missed any and you want to catch up, you'll be able to find them easily. So let's go to my desk, make myself a bit of space, and I'll show you what I'm planning to do. Oh, first of all, I did do a little bit more to the cover from the other day. So I started on this bit inside. So you've got all of these different little small tasks to do. So this one was cut 2 holes here for pigging at people. I think this was the first thing I did just to kind of break the book in. So what I've done is now I've covered them with a kind of a double layer of clear packing tape. So I put it sticky side to sticky side just to make little windows here. And then I've used some fabric tape there to make these little hinges and stuck the pieces back on again, but leaving an obvious gap around, which I've filled in black and done a bit of doodling. And I don't really like this, all this red on white here. I'm going to gradually, bit by bit, cover that up, and I quite like this black and white frame just to set everything off. So there was also this little piece here which I cut out this small piece to carry a bit of rec with you always. So next time I have a little Reckless journal session, I will do something with that. I'm thinking maybe I'll make it into a little charm or something, dangle it off the book or somewhere, I don't know. So I'm going to put that in a safe place and move on to the page I'm going to do today. So anyway, last time really was all about breaking this poor book in, so I did crack the spine, and I did a little drawing of an X-ray on the black page. And this time I want to have a go at this one. Draw fat lines and thin. Now this is something I had an idea for in my first Reckless journal, and it went horribly wrong and ended up a right mess that page. So I'm going to have another go. The same idea, which was to use a barcode, because when I think fat lines and thin, for some reason that's the first thing that popped into my head. So I kind of based this one on the barcode that's actually on the back of the book. And while I was there, I saw this the penguin, because of course it's a penguin book, and the penguin logo is kind of black and white on orange. It's a very simple little image, but very evocative of a penguin, and actually they do use thick lines and thin in that drawing as well. So I've drawn myself a little penguin, little take on the penguin logo here, but my penguin's holding her own little Wreck the Journal and a pencil or a crayon. Now I love the orange. One of the things about this new book that I love, a lot of the prompts are the same, but there's all these splashes of colour in here, and actually some of the prompts are kind of nearly the same, but they've been altered a little bit just to bring in the colour element, which we'll see as we go along. This one though is exactly the same as the first time. I'm going to be losing push really hard with the pencil because I don't want to do that, but here's where I've penciled out my barcode. So the idea is there won't be an obvious outline of the crayon here. I want to celebrate this beautiful orange, so it's going to be an orange crayon, but it's going to have a black and white, like it's only going to be this bit that is orange and this bit that is orange. The rest will be kind of part of the barcode. I'm really hoping all that's going to make sense. And then where you always get on the bottom of the barcode, you always get the series of numbers, I'm going to somehow incorporate the date here. Now I think I'm going to try pulling the camera down a little bit. See how I get on. So I think it might be a bit more interesting for you to see it more closely. What I'm planning to do is do the black and white frame idea around here again, and possibly an arrow in that box. And I think the black and white will really ping against the orange. Okay, so the hardest bit, it was easy enough penciling these lines in. Well, I say easy. A bit of a fiddle, but getting straight lines with the pen is going to be a bit more tricky, and I'm not going to be able to rub it out if I go wrong. At least I'm already penciled in now. So what I've got is, won't need them for a minute. I've got some thick and thin black and white pens rather. So as quite a thin, fine liner. And also my fat Pintor acrylic paint pen. I've got thick and thin Posca white paint pens, and then I've got a couple of brush pens. So this one's a Faber-Castell Pitt pen with a lovely brush nib, and this one is, I don't know what the make is, I think it's Japanese, but again, lovely brush nib. So a thick and a thin brush nibs, thick and thin white acrylic paint pens, a thick black paint pen, and a thin fine liner. So it's all about thick and thin lines, and I'm only going to be using black and white, but it's all going to set off that lovely vibrant orange really well. Okay, I'm going to go fine liner first and just get all of these lines in. And when you look at a barcode, there's always some lines that come right down further than the others, so I'm going to do that. I think that's it. At least that's it for now. Might go through and tidy up a bit more. You can probably see that I got a little fed up with being precise as I went along, but at the moment I'm feeling like it doesn't really matter. I quite like this effect. Is much more like I was trying to get when I did my first book and it all went horribly wrong. I have quite enjoyed experimenting with different thicknesses, different weights of lines, using all the different kinds of pens. One thing that's bugging me is how scribbly this looks, so I may have to go back in with some just white paint and do that. And I might make something a bit more definite around the frame, but I don't know. At the moment, I'm happy with it as it is. So I'm going to walk away and leave it alone and come back and have another little look later. Well, I hope you enjoyed watching that. I'm going to be back really soon because I've just got so many things I want to do, and it makes it even more fun getting to share it on here with you guys. So thanks very much for joining me. I really appreciate it, and I will see you again really soon. Bye.